I was never afraid of spiders or snakes, or any creepy qualities like that. Not the shadows in the corner of my eyes, or the boogeyman under the bed. All those things that go bump in the night. I used to say. But ever since the boy across the street, I think more about those kind of things. It all started about a week ago. I get up in the morning around 6, as usual, and got ready for school. I started to hear the garage door open, so I ran to the window to see whether it was my stepmom leaving or if it was my dad. My room is upstairs, so I have to look down to see who it is. It was my dad, but I saw someone go in the garage when he came out. A couple minutes later, it was time to go to my bus stop, and I decided I would check if my mind was tricking me or if what I saw was real. I got my pocket knife and went down to the garage. I flicked on the light and scanned the garage. After a while, I gave up, and I decided to set my knife down on my dad's desk, and I left. I got to the bus stop early, and usually I'm the first one there, but this time, there was someone else. They were dressed in dark blue jeans, a heavy winter coat, and a hood over their face. I could only see his eyes, not any other speck of skin. They even had gloves over their hands. This was strange because it was spring and it was warm enough to wear a hoodie. A couple minutes later, 3 other kids showed up and did not find the new guy strange at all. I tried to get a better look at his eyes, but they quickly rolled them back and pushed me away. I was freaking out by then. I wanted to bolt home and call my dad. I was staring at his gloves. If I could get those gloves off, I could see what was the deal with this guy and if he tried to hit me or attack me. The other kids could call the police, right? I stepped up to him again and stood there for a good 5 minutes. In the dark, in the back of my head, I was also wondering why the bus was not here by now. It should have been here already. I quickly grabbed his gloves and pulled it off and lifted his sleeve in the process, to reveal a bony gray arm, its skin stretched across its bones, with nails that were like claws. Almost immediately, it fell to the ground and started having what looks like a seizure. When everyone noticed, they started running, but I couldn't. I was paralyzed with fear. It got back up and looked up at one of the girls running. I started running down the sidewalk to my house, hoping I could outrun the thing. I turned around only to see a gray creature on all fours, chasing the girl. It didn't take long for it to pounce on her and rip her flesh from her bones. It quickly muffled her screams and tore out her throat. I turned back around and started to pick up my pace. Under my heavy breathing, I could hear a gurgling noise right behind me. I got to my house and locked all the doors and ran upstairs and barricaded my door. I had no weapon, though, forgot in the garage. The police arrived there and I tried to explain what happened, but they don't believe me, just like in every other horror movie. Not a day goes by without seeing someone on the other side of the road, in winter clothing and big yellow eyes.